Welcome to the show.
Hello everyone, how's everybody doing this weekend? Welcome to another episode of the Talk with Mr.LiL. Today here I have a special guest with me, Ghana's very own Ariel. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You good? I think it's the first time I actually had Nigerian get me in the same room at the same time without finding about who asked the best. But we're not going to talk about that today. So today we just have a little something we're going to discuss with you guys today, and I'm actually going to I'm going to let you do the honors and actually introduce the topic today.
Okay, so our topic for today is, what are your expectations when starting and entering a relationship?
That's a big question, man. So there's a lot of different expectations to expect when you're going into a relationship. Like we have me and a friend of mine, Wale. We actually briefly touched based on this a couple episodes back, because we feel like people get into a relationship for the wrong reasons, and I always thought people get in a relationship just for the idea of having a guaranteed sex and guaranteed Can we say that on here? But I think everybody get the point, right?
Like a safe deposit girlfriend.
There we go.
I
I feel like that's one of the reasons why people kind of rush into a relationship. It's also kind of it's almost like society. Society kind of pressures you into thinking you're ready. So people go into that. So that's one some of the expectations I feel like people have as far as going into things like that.
Yeah.
So prematurely. So what do you think?
I agree. Like sometimes maybe you start feeling like you need somebody, you want that one person you can always go to, talk to about certain stuff. So you meet someone and then the initial feelings, you're like, okay, maybe I can make this work. And then you jump too fast into shit, and then later you're like, no, this wasn't worth my time. So
yeah, but I think that's why that's where the talking phase is actually quite important though.
But how long is the talking phase for you?
How long is I don't think the talking phase really has a time period. I was watching a video the other day and somebody said it shouldn't pass 3 months to 2 months. And somebody said it shouldn't pass 3 weeks. Somebody else, so it's kind of let's ask the house. How long should a talking phase take? What do you guys have to say about that? I almost forgot we actually live on IG for a second. So what do you guys think? Because I think you shouldn't Then again, I feel like it kind of depends on what do you guys as far as what do you guys expecting from each other? Are you expecting a whole lot, or are you expecting so little?
I mean, it depends on who the person is. If you guys just met, it's harder. Everybody's nice and everything is fun and rosy in the beginning, but do you really know the person?
So it's more about trying to get to know the person, right?
Yeah, but some people think, oh, you'll get to know them as time goes on. So it's how do you differentiate that? Okay,
so let's say you guys are talking, right? You guys are talking for maybe a month, 2 months, or whatever, and you guys decide to take the next step as far as going into the relationship phase. So how does that usually happen? Do you have to actually ask, right?
Of course, the guy has to ask.
So the guy has to ask, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? Blah blah blah, and stuff like that. So when it's time to ask though, is he more does it have to be more over the phone or face to face?
I don't care. Some people are whatever. But the point is, the question has to be put out there.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Because in our society, or our norm today is people just talk to people. It could be a casual thing, it could be whatever. So if you don't put that label on there, or you don't specifically say it, you're questioning, you don't know where you stand with that person. That person might be getting mad you talking to somebody else, but am I yours though?
So it's all about claiming ownership.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a car, so you're not really getting it. I mean, it depends, but it's about pretty much kind of creating, just claiming ownership. So you have to ask, do you want to be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. because because I don't feel like I don't know if everybody actually as far as actually asks, if they actually like. Yeah, because I would think some people don't ask, you just kind of go with the flow. Could you go with the flow with that?
No,
you can't go with the flow.
You can't go with the flow because what if I don't know, you just never know if the person wants a casual thing or not. If you want an actual relationship, you're looking for a future, you want to get somewhere with that person, you have to put the question up. Do you just go with the flow with marriage? Because some people will be waiting and waiting for their boyfriend to pop the question, and then they might be like, oh, we've been dating for 6 years, so I'm gonna initiate it. Then the nigga's like, hell no, I'm not ready to get married to you. So you gotta ask.
Okay, so you got so you ask. Okay. So let me say this. Actually, so you ask, you guys get in a relationship, right? You guys ask, you guys go inside the relationship, because
Did you stop me?
Yeah, he said go with the flow. I think like when you go with the flow, it kind of lives like this, like doubt and confusion. Everybody's confused. You don't know what the hell is going on. You don't know, because you may be thinking we're actually like, because there's always a situation where you guys kind of just like backtrack and just go, okay, what the hell are we doing here? Like, what's going on? Like, what are we doing? And that's when they get usually like, so what are we?
Exactly. What are we?
So where are we? And like, oh yeah, we best friends.
And then you're like, all of these people,
we're like tight we're like really tight best friends. So like so with that being said, it's just like it's more like that. So but yeah, you definitely want to ask. You want to ask like you want to know where you guys are, what you guys are what you guys are trying to do. Clarification. You gotta clarify. There has to be clarity. So you have to know what's going on.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's always so I guess it's always good to kind of like let them know what the hell is going on, so they don't have to constantly keep asking you that. But the thing, okay, so my next question is, you guys in a relationship, right? You guys started dating and stuff like that. So because when you're talking with somebody, when you guys in the talking phase, there are a couple of things you may miss. Then when you guys get in a relationship, then you start seeing this.
Yeah.
At what point do you point it out? Or at what point do you at what point do you point it out, or at what point do you kind of like just angle it to see maybe it'll change?
You see, this is why that's part of like.
You gotta speak louder, man. Because this is juicy. I want to hear this.
This is why I think it's important to like take some time with the talking phase. Like, I don't have a set limit or whatever, but I want to try and get to know the person, see how you react when you're angry, when blah 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 happens, this happens, that happens. So if you don't feel comfortable coming to that person and telling them that, hey, I have a problem with this, not like, I try not to be judgmental about it.
Okay.
I want to point it out but not blame you. Just say, this is something I don't like, that makes me feel this way. Because I'm the one feeling this way, but you might not see you're making me feel this way. So I'm just bringing that to your attention, and then it's up to you to see that it's a problem and try to change. If you're not willing to change it, it's probably something you've done for so long, and habits are hard to break.
Okay, so, all right.
Someone said he has a question. Digi, what's your question?
Yeah, what do you know? You have a question. What is the question? Hold on. I'm gonna try to bring the list a little bit more closer, so we're gonna get more personal, so I'll be able to see. What the hell is going on. Okay, so he said actions speak better than words.
How many male friends are your girlfriend allowed to have?
How many male friends are your girlfriend allowed to have? Okay, so actually, before to answer that question real quick. So, how many girlfriends are your? You said how many girlfriends are your?
How many male?
How many male friends are your girlfriend allowed to have? So, when I was in my past relationship, one of the things like I found, one of the things that actually was then is like, I'm not the jealous type. I don't get jealous, because like I try to like I try to like trust my whatever, trust my significant other, like not gonna make, I feel like I always try to trust you, like you're not that stupid to you're not gonna do it. Right. So like, cause like with my previous relationship, she had a lot of male friends. But I knew her, I trusted her. Actually, I trust her to be able to control herself, maybe a little bit more than I'm actually able to control myself. So I didn't really, it wasn't really much of a big issue for me, because I kind of thought like, I just kind of like, I don't really think it's a problem. It's just like, you just have to be able to trust, your significant other, like to make sure like they actually, they're not.
Hi.
Hey, hello everyone.
My viewers. Hi Alfred.
So just to make sure like everyone is not like kind of like, things like that. Hey, Sugar Daddy is in the building. Bad guy.
Right now we are doing a talk with Mr.LiL, talking about, the topic is, what are your expectations when you're starting and entering a relationship?
Expectations when entering a relationship.
I go by the name of Malik Berry, and I'd like to welcome you to Harlem Vibes, Legendary Beats. Yeah. Woo! She said I go wine pon you. She said can I wine pon you? Show you what my love can do. Love can do. Oh. She said I go wine for you.